Hi Cancer, welcome to your your August 2020 general reading. There won't be any mid-monthlies this month, Cancer. I think for everyone, August is a month of there's a lot of potential to push forward and make some changes in August. It's probably been the first month of the whole year we've been able to do it. And it won't be until next January that sort of opportunity comes round again. All the readings are giving the same message, that there seems to be some sort of breakthrough going on. And I've got so much impending change and all very exciting, but I need to just focus on it and the next steps, Cancer. So that's why there won't be any mid-month uploads. So you pulled 2 Lenormand cards. So you're definitely at a choice that has to be made. I mean, the higher meaning of this card is an ascension, okay? So ascending to a higher place, a higher vibration, some sort of change, but it definitely speaks of a decision that might have to be made. It's going to be different for some people. So some people are going to have process some big experience, and after we go through a big experience, we sort of rise. We move to a higher level vibrationally. So for some of you it's that, some of you it's a choice that needs to be made. Now you got it with the Tower. This is very different card from the Tower in the normal deck, even though it's the same author. This Tower is about protection and security. There might be a little bit of a need. Sometimes it talks about, the ivory tower. So I need still to be a little bit in hermit mode to process any decisions that have to be made. That sort of thing. But it tends to talk about this tower about some form of protection. So feeling security and feeling safe. All very beautiful, to tell you the truth. I am not quite sure how this is going to play out for you yet. And I think I might throw the cards, because both cards, the Lenormands aren't very cryptic. These couple of cards are. And they have multiple different meanings, because I can almost sort of see some Cancers wanting to be in their ivory tower to contemplate the decisions that need to be made. I can see that. For some of you, it's about a choice that has to be made. And whatever choice that has to be made, there's something to do with your security. Anyhow, let me just find out what's going on for Cancer. So obviously we're in Leo season. So in this additional astrology, that means the sun would be in your second house. The Tower. The second house is about resources. It's a Taurus house. So that's maybe what it's saying. But let me find out. What's going on for Cancer, please? Oh, hold on. I think I need to shuffle one more time. They didn't feel quite ready. It's when you get jumpy cards, I always think, yeah, okay, the story's not done yet. Well, behind you, the Magician and the 8 of Cups, yeah. Choice has to be made. Let me find out what else is going on. So what you want is a 2 of Cups. That's a bit straightforward. The gift is the Fool. The Fool's definitely Ascension. The challenge is the King of Pentacles, which would be the Tower, that sort of strength card in your relationship. So it's either a Leo, you're being a Leo, or you're dealing with someone who's holding back their energy. I'll clarify. Hanging Man in money and work. Maybe that's why the King of Pentacles is a challenge of there's a feeling of not being able to progress around that area. But the Tower is a really, really good outcome, by the way. So it might just be the energies moving towards the end of the month. 5 of Cups at soul level. So why is that? There's something going on with the Strength card in that 5 of Cups, by the way. There is. Then you get the 3 of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and then the Empress. That's a very interesting outcome. So first of all, the 3 of Swords, then the Knight rushes in, and you move to the Empress, where there's news coming your way. It's the Strength and the 5 of Cups that I sort of can't take my eyes off, because if you're dealing with the Strength card, so many meanings, I'll clarify. It can be someone who's very controlled. And I'm not saying control is a negative, but to love takes great vulnerability and the great courage, actually. And that might not be coming forth, and that's where the 5 of Cups is showing at soul level here. But let me start at the beginning. So the Magician and the 8 of Cups. So the Magician, I mean, there's a lot, and the Gift is the Fool. These are really, really, really high energies. It's particularly around the quality of our soul. The Magician is the manifester. He has all the aces. He has intention, desire, commitment, all these energies, very, very focused. And with that 8 of Cups, there's almost a feeling of turning your back on stuff that's been before. And I mean, the 8 of Cups is someone who's searching for the 10 of Cups. It's literally that simple. Yeah. And there's a decision with that Magician and that 8 of Cups, because the Magician's such a powerful, powerful, powerful card. And these two together is a little bit of turning your back on what's been before in order to bring something new forward. So you've been very, very focused. The 8 of Cups isn't a bad card. It's actually Jupiter card. So it's an expansive energy. It's this desire to expand beyond the limitations that you previously had. Okay, can be a card of self-reflection. So a little bit, a little bit to do with some of the meaning of that Tower card, which can be about desiring to be a little bit in the hermit mode, to go within, to make decisions about the next step, okay? The choices that have to be made. Now what you want is a 2 of Cups. That's pretty straightforward, guys, to tell you the truth. And the 2 of Cups is about relationships, it's about connection, the flow of energy, which is equal between two people. Yeah, so there's an equal flow. What's interesting with the 5 of Cups in that soul position? Because the 2 of Cups is behind him, yeah? But his energy is still looking at these 3 cups that have got spilled. Now, a lot of people call it crying over spilt milk. So focusing on the past rather than what's coming. But I also think time spent with the 5 of Cups isn't a negative. You just don't want to build your house there. So it's okay to go through what didn't work out in the past, as long as the energy's moving through you. Because in my other decks, there's always a river running behind the guy, and the message is about allowing your emotions to keep processing and keep moving. A lot of our problems happen when we build an identity around a painful event. So a painful event of the 5 of Cups would be, oh my gosh, things don't work out for me, all of that stuff, rather than allowing ourselves to feel what needs to be felt. That is what alchemy is. That's how lead becomes gold, which is the Empress, by the way. So it's a very interesting outcome. So the Fool is the gift. So tell me about this beautiful gift. And it's with the Six of Wands. So this is the victory card, success after adversity. You've got a very interesting reading here, because these are the cards that are helping you get this Two of Cups. So it's about a brand new start. It's the Six of Wands. It's success after victory, after adversity. So why, oh why, have you got these two cards? Unless that King of Pentacles might be... The King of Pentacles is such a stubborn card. Tell me why the King of Pentacles is a challenge. The King of Pentacles moves twice a year. And even when he moves, he doesn't move very fast. So for some of you, a very, very clear choice has been made, okay? I think it's to do with relationships. But then you're left with this stalling, this sort of halt of the King of Pentacles. What's the King of Pentacles? Yeah, it's with the Six of Cups, which is about reconnection, reunion, emotional balance, getting what you want. Oh, you've got a complex reading, Cancer. Everyone else's has been pretty straightforward. Tell me about the Strength card. Why is it showing up in your relationships? One card. See, this could be a Leo, or it could be someone. It's not even about delays. It might be about delays, holding back a little bit. The Strength card is also called Lust, and it's a card about having control over our desire energy. So sometimes that sort of shows up in people holding their energy back. So not being impulsive, not moving forward fast enough for that goddamn King of Pentacles, you know, not moving fast enough. This is weird. It's with the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles in a relationship is about stability, it's about commitment, it's about security. I don't understand why that Five of Cups is there then. Because you've got all this very, very juicy, very beautiful... I mean, two sixes are always about bringing back harmony to something that's been out of harmony, okay? You've got two, one is a gift, one is a challenge. But maybe the Six of Cups is a challenge because the whole situation's still a little bit in process. If it is, I think it's because the slowness of the movement. So why is the Five of Cups at a soul level? It's a Nine of Pentacles, which is the Hermit. It's almost like there's this huge breakthrough in relationships. It's what you desire, plus it's what the potential is. But there might be a little bit of resistance coming from the other person, or what we're dealing with is time. Yeah? When you're dealing with the Pentacle cards, you're always dealing with the process of time, because Pentacles represent the earth, obviously. So you plant a seed and it grows. That's just the way it goes. So as a challenge, we're always dealing with time, a little bit of stubbornness, and even a little bit of resistance to change. The King of Pentacles is so resistant to change. And the Strength card showing up in you. So the Ten of Pentacles is about commitment. So that would be the Tower, you know, the Tower. Security, commitment. But that Strength card, why the Strength card? Yeah, there's a holding back energy. with the Five of Wands? So it's almost like an energy. The Five of Wands is an energy of resisting change, basically. And it's almost maybe Cancer, you've been dealing with someone that the two of you have. You've overcame it and they haven't yet. Or you're ready and open to meet new possibilities, but you're dealing with someone who's not yet. I think it's only a yet. And that's why it's putting you in the Five of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles. You know, it's sort of like desiring the Two of Cups, the Fool as the gift, but at a soul level, the Five of Cups and the Hermit card, well, this version of the Hermit card, is very much about being, it's almost the ivory tower, so being in a little bit of isolation. Even though the Choices card is clearly showing up as making some sort of yes to a relationship dynamic, but maybe you're dealing with a little bit of resistance, by the way. Sulking, I find the Strength card could be someone who's sulking. I don't mean that in an awful way, but it tends to show up when someone's trying to hold back and resist the connection, by the way. So Hanged Man in your money and work is feeling that there's a loss of, you're not in control of the unfolding process. Hangman's not a negative card. It's a negative card if you're trying to control the outcome. I guess our finances is an area where we all like to feel we have control. In one way or another, with linked survival, with finances. So a lot of people don't love seeing the hanged man there, but then you get the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is a lot of communication coming through. So yeah, with the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is a clock again. Definitely an issue about time here and the unfoldment of the process. It's almost, you meet with the hangman, thy will be done. Then the Eight of Wands comes, which is communication that turns the wheel. So I would say with these readings, as the month unfolds, you're going to feel a little bit more secure and a little bit more stable, okay, around finances, because the Tower card represents that, and these, you know, it's a place of sanctuary where there's protection and there's enough security for you to feel safe, okay. It does represent that in relationships as well, but it's almost like it's going to progress that way throughout the month. But it all seems to be leading eventually to a good place. Bear with me, Cancer, and don't. So the first card is the Three of Swords, so still feeling a little bit separate from someone. It's definitely someone, because what you're desiring is the Two of Cups. But then here comes the Knight of Swords. So that's forward motion, which leads to the Empress, okay? So, which means the emotional Five of Cups situation has been transformed. Look at the Empress's gown. Alchemy is literally the process of turning lead into gold. That is what the change process is for everyone. And we need to, if we like it or not, Cancer, we just need to embrace that. Resisting it, pushing it away doesn't work. When we actually allow ourselves to go through what we're going through, then this is when we get cards like the Empress. The Empress is love, pure and simple. She holds the Venus symbol and she's a magnet, and the Empress doesn't have to do anything. She doesn't have to go out and get love. Love comes to get the Empress because her energy And boy, is that Knight of Swords rushing in to get the Empress. But there's a strange, I don't quite know what's going on in your relationship dynamic. I'm not worried about your finances. Even if you are, by the end of the month, they'll be turned around. I would say it's a relationship dynamic. It's a little bit confusing to me. Now, I can't do a whole relationship reading because I haven't done that for anyone, but I'll see if I can get a little bit more clarity. You can also check out the reading for the person that you're dealing with. So this is interesting because you get the tree and the ring. So the ring is about commitment, yeah? It's about marriage, commitment, and the tree. So both of these cards are about a really, really powerful merging of energies. So marriage, moving in together, but they came out in reverse, okay? So, which means that's why you've got the Five of Cups, okay? But where's it all going? Because I would say that it's going towards a very good place. Where's it all going now? So that's interesting because it's going to the anchor. This is definitely about a relationship. And if the ring and the tree was the right way around, I would be, okay, this is so it'd be maybe the couple getting married or moving in together or the equivalent. Which is funny because it would be the Ten of Pentacles, it would be the Empress, but the fact they came out in delay with that Strength card and that King of Pentacles would talk about a bit of frustration, resistance, holding back, all those juicy things that we love, Cancer, you know. I'm going to ask for an advice card for you. What's the advice for Cancer in dealing with this process, please? One card. Okay, you get the Eight of Swords. As the advice card, now you're not allowed to hit the camera, Cancer. No, give me the right words. When Eight of Swords example is challenge, we're trying to forcibly push the river, okay? When it's the gift, we're in a state of divine relaxation. So we're allowing the process to unfold around us in a state of trust. As the advice card, you're getting a little bit caught up probably in the story a little bit. And if this is the advice card, you need to get out of this mind story you're in, because it's almost like, so it's feeling frustrated. It's not moving fast enough. And as the advice card, the Empress is the most vibrationally attractive energy in this universe. And she does nothing apart from work on her own hormones, or her own nectar, her own energy, to seek out whatever is keeping love away from her. And then she works on that level. She doesn't work on trying to change the external, but works on the internal. That's your advice. One card for the person that Cancer's dealing with. Look, yeah, I knew the minute I seen that Strength card. It's defensive, not necessarily bad. Defenses are the way that we protect our vulnerability. It could be someone, I think you might be dealing with someone who's resisting the change process. You did get a bit more complicated reading than